today we're going to learn about time, okay? And we're going to be looking at clocks, and we're going to learn about how we can read the clocks so we know what time of the day it is. What we're going to do today first is read this book. It's called The Time Book. What do we see on the cover here, and who can tell me what they think this book might be about?
I see a big clock.
A big clock? And what do you think the little boy is doing with the clock?
I think he's looking at it to try to see what time it is.
You know, Rachel, that is a great prediction, a really good prediction. Why don't we read the book and see what it's all about? All right, guys, time to learn about time, the time book. Time for breakfast, time for lunch. When do we eat breakfast? Yes, Rachel.
I eat breakfast every morning at 6:30 in the morning.
Wow, 6:30 in the morning. I eat my breakfast around the same time. And lunch, who can tell me what lunch means? Yes, Jennifer.
When we eat in the middle of the day.
Very good. What's your favorite thing to eat for lunch?
Ooh, pizza.
Pizza. Mine is sandwiches. Time to get ready. Time to go. Time to put on your boots. Time to put on a hat. Time for this. Time for that. Do we see him here in the picture how he's getting ready? He's putting on his jacket. He has his boots on his feet and his hat on his head. But what is time? Time is right now and before right now and after right now. Does anybody have any idea what before or after means? If right now is now, when was before right now?
Like before I came here, I was at home.
Exactly. Before. That's things we've done before right now. Before we were sitting here reading this book. And after is things that we're going to do later on in the day. Time is when things happen. Time is when you do things. Yesterday was when Max fell down. Today is now when Max is playing with Alice Cat. Tomorrow will be when Max will have a birthday. Clocks show exactly what time it is when things happen. 7 o'clock, time to get up. So we know it's 7 o'clock by looking at this clock face. There are 2 hands on the clock, a big hand and a little hand.
All right, class. Now that we had Miss O read us a book about time, we're going to do some practicing before we start our activity. So I want to talk to you more about the little hand and the big hand and what the minutes in between the numbers are. So who can tell me what the little hand does? On the clock. Kendall.
Tells us the hour.
The little hand tells us the hour. Very good. Let's write that down. The little hand tells us the hour. Who can tell us what the big hand tells us? Ooh, Jennifer.
The minutes.
The minutes. The big hand tells us the minutes. Big hand tells us the minutes, and the little hand tells us the hour. Great job, class. So if I wanted to show you on our clock on the whiteboard what 3:30 looks like, where would I put the little hands? Kendall.
On the 3.
On the 3. Very good, Kendall. Am I doing this right?
Yes.
And where would I put the big hand, Jennifer?
On the 6.
On the 6. Why would I put it on the 6? Because the 6 doesn't say 30.
Because it's grouped by 5 minutes. So at the 1, it's 5 minutes. At the 2, it's 10 minutes. If you count each line. So when you get to the 6, it's 30 minutes.
Great. We learned that yesterday. And Jen is doing a great job of telling you what we talked about yesterday. And she's right. In between each one of these numbers, there are 5 minutes. So let's count together and we'll get to the 6. So the 1 is
5,
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So that's how we know the big hand goes on the 6. Remember that from yesterday?
Yes.
Good job. So now I want you to partner up for a quick little practice. And I'm going to give you a piece of paper. On that piece of paper is a picture. And I want you to come up with a time that you think this picture is happening. There you go. And then, once you come up with a time, I want you to take turns coming up here and practicing writing your time on the board with the knowledge that the little hand tells us the hour and the big hand tells us the minute. Whenever you're ready. About 1 minute.
Can I go? I think this is morning. So, 7 a.m. So the little hand goes on the 7 and the big hand goes on the 12.
Okay. Great job, Kendall.
For my picture, I had the moon. So I think that he's going to bed. I know he's going to bed. So I go to bed at 8:30. Do you want me to take it off or do you want me to draw on it?
How about you erase it and then draw your time separate? Thank you for asking.
You're welcome. So my hour is 8:30.
Very nice. All right, thank you, class. Now that we've had that practice, we'll go into our activity for the day.
Alright guys, so now that Miss O and Miss Rachel went over the book, we are going to do an activity. I have these fun little cards for everybody. You should each have your own set of cards. Thumbs up if you have a set of cards. Awesome. Okay, so what these cards are is they have a little clock on them. It's very small. And then underneath it, it has some words. And that is something that you do throughout the day. So I have one that says, have dinner. And so I'm going to do it on the board a little bit bigger so that you can see it better. So if it says have dinner, I'm going to draw the time that I have dinner on my clock, on my paper. So I have dinner at 7 p.m., 7 o'clock p.m. So I'm going to draw the hour hand on the 7 and the minute hand on the 12. And that would be 7 p.m. So you're going to fill out as many of these as you can. And then there's even an extra blank card if you wanted to add an activity. If there's one that you don't do, you don't have to fill that one out. So one of them says go to the gym. If you don't go to the gym, you don't have to do that one. And then after that, Mrs. Jennifer has another activity for you.
Okay guys, so now that you have had a few minutes to go ahead and write out your activities, what I want you to do is I want you to get with the partner on your left. So everybody raise your left hand. Da-da-da-da, good job. So you're going to look at the partner on that side, and what you're going to do is I need you to switch your cards. So you're gonna get all 5 of your cards and you're gonna hand them to that partner. What you're gonna do then is you're gonna spend the next few minutes, I'll give you a few minutes, and you're going to lay out the day according to the time that's listed for each activity. Okay? So go ahead and take a few minutes, and then I want thumbs up when you're ready to move on. Yay! Everybody's ready? Okay. Now what you're going to do is you have your partner's cards. I want you to raise your right hand. Everybody raise your right hand. Good job. We are going to switch, and you're going to explain to the partner on your right the cards that you've just laid out. So, Miss Kendall and I have switched.
So now I'm going to explain to Mrs. O on my right exactly what Jennifer's day is. Miss Jennifer's day is. So, Miss Jennifer wakes up at 5 o'clock. Miss Jennifer studies at 3 o'clock. And Miss Jennifer watches TV at 4 o'clock. So everybody's going to do that. Go through all the cards, as many as you can, and you're just going to explain your day to that person on your right. Alright, you guys did an awesome job on this activity. So we're going to continue this conversation tomorrow about time. Tomorrow we're going to focus in on some of the words that we use to tell time. So like o'clock, AM, PM. Some of you might already know those words, but we're going to continue talking about them so we can really get them down. So good job, everyone.